Hi, I'm Karl Jonsson from Tridonic. I wanted to show you the Net4More commissioning app. When we have an IP-based system like Net4More, it can get really complex to set it up, so we wanted to make it easier by creating a commissioning app to do this. There's also a big demand for doing planning ahead of commissioning. So if we start looking at this view, when a commissioner opens the app, they have the capabilities to create their own location. It's very simple. You just press the create location button. You take an image of your store or your location, type in the address, or use the GPS coordinates to fill in the address automatically. And that's it. You can also clone existing locations. So if you had a supermarket that you're doing the same setup twice, you can go in here and copy one of your existing locations. So very simple to create a site. You can browse them by alphabetical order or the distance from your GPS location, or you can simply go in a map view and zoom into where your location is. So I already created a few locations, and let's take this one in Stuttgart, Germany, which is a Porsche showroom. And if I open that, when you have a location like this, you can create a section, which is creating a location. Each section could be a floor, it could be a tenant on a floor, it could be a room or a plant drawing, could be a picture, it could be really anything. We generalized the whole commissioning app by normalizing everything into sections. So when you create a section, you can even have a hand sketch of a plan, and you take a picture of it, and you dedicate what floor it's on, and then you can also clone the section. For example, if you're doing a hotel with the same kinds of rooms, you can clone that room to multiple copies. So here I already have a section that I created, and this is the floor plan of this Porsche showroom. And when I select it, there's just an imported image. It can be from a file, but also from the camera. And even before going to the site, I can add devices. Like in this case, we have a bunch of lights and sensors and controllers that have been added, and it's as simple as drag and drop into the picture where you want to place your devices. And it's also really easy to remove or arrange or change the devices you add. So when you're done adding your devices, you can also go in group mode and create virtual groups before you commission. Here we already have a few groups. You can see as I scroll between them, the checkboxes move around, and it's also very easy to create a new group or edit an existing one by changing the checkboxes. You can also create scenes. Like in this case, I have one scene that only includes these lights. I'm going to go edit this scene. I can go select maybe a single light out of my group here and change the values. If I had color tunable or other features, they will appear here on the list. But I can here manipulate and do my virtual scene offline. And last but not least, if you have a group with a motion sensor, you can go in to create a recipe. And a recipe, let's select this main group here that has a motion sensor in it. And depending on what's in the group, you will see the contextual information. Like here, in this case, we have a motion sensor, so this interface looks familiar to a DALI commissioner, where you can basically select all the values and change your timeout, fade out times, and max values and so on. So here at Lightfair we have already commissioned our booth, so we have a link server already, and I'm going to show you how you connect to an existing link server from the commissioning app. If you already have a plan, you can open the plan and apply it here up in the corner, or you can simply connect to a link server directly. And I have already one in my history here. So now I'm connected to this location, and as you can see, the booth, if we look at that, we have all our sensors here in the plan work drawing. We also have a section for the booth front, and both of these are 100% commissioned, but there's one that's 0 commissioned, and that's exactly this wall behind me. So here I made a plan with 3 devices, and now I want to show you how we would commission these devices. When you press the manage server button, everything at the bottom is what the link server has found but hasn't been commissioned yet. You can simply click on the devices and then you see them blinking behind me. and that way you can identify what they are. And if it's a sensor, it has a small LED indicator, and if it's a button, it will make a buzzing noise. You can also go in the identity mode and do it by activation. For example, if you have hundreds of thousands of devices, this can be useful. This would mean that you go into a room, you click a button, and it will appear on the list. So it's a way to filter your search. So when I identify my lights, I simply drag and drop them to the individual location, for example here, and then they disappear from the list. So I'm gonna drag and drop all of these lights to the represented plan location. And when I do that, what happens in the background is we secure the devices with a unique key, but also we apply all the group, scene, and recipe information we created in our plan, all in the background. This is very convenient because if you need to replace, for example, a light, you simply decommission it and drag a new one in, and everything, all the commissioning data will remain intact. Now, once you're done with your commissioning, the link server will call home to the cloud and register all this information, upload all the pictures. And if you want to create your plan not based on a plan drawing but an actual picture, this can also be useful. For example, this hotel in Iceland, you have we use regular photos instead of plan drawings to locate the luminaires. For example, here in this bar, we have simply planned a light on each location. And when a facility manager gets a service call, for example, you simply ask the employee, "Oh, is it the light that's 2 lights down from the coffee machine?" Or, so it's much more a visual representation than having a plan drawing. So the commissioner can really use this background image as he wants.